You wake up, stand in front of the mirror, and for a brief moment you hesitate. Nothing looks drastically wrong, yet something doesn't feel right either. It's a quiet discomfort, one that doesn't scream for attention but lingers long enough to make you question yourself. You adjust your clothes, maybe fix your hair, and move on, but deep down, you know there's something you're missing. The truth is, your appearance is not just about what you can immediately see. It is shaped by small, almost invisible habits that slowly build up over time, quietly influencing how you look and how others perceive you. Most people focus on the obvious: fashion, hairstyles, accessories, or even expensive products. They believe improving their appearance requires big changes or large investments. But what many fail to realize is that the real damage often comes from things that go unnoticed. These are the silent habits, the everyday choices you don't think twice about. They don't ruin your appearance overnight, but they slowly chip away at it, reducing your presence, your confidence, and the way people respond to you. What makes these silent factors dangerous is how easily they blend into your routine. You don't wake up and say, "Today, I will damage my appearance." Instead, it happens through neglect, inconsistency, or simply a lack of awareness. Over time, these small things compound. A slight slouch becomes your natural posture. A few late nights become a pattern. Skipping small grooming habits becomes normal. Before you realize it, these tiny actions have created a version of you that doesn't fully reflect your potential. And here's the uncomfortable truth: people notice more than they say. They may not point out exactly what's wrong, but they feel it. Your presence, your energy, your overall look, it all sends signals. Sometimes, you don't get the opportunities, attention, or respect you deserve, not because you lack value, but because your appearance is quietly working against you. It's subtle, but it's powerful. The good news is that once you become aware of these silent destroyers, you gain control. You don't need to completely reinvent yourself. You don't need extreme changes. What you need is awareness, intention, and small adjustments that align with the version of yourself you truly want to present to the world. Because when you fix the silent issues, everything else starts to fall into place naturally. In this video, we're going to uncover the silent things that are slowly destroying your appearance without you even realizing it. As you listen, don't just hear the words, reflect on yourself. Be honest. Because the goal is not just to look better, but to become more aware, more intentional, and ultimately more confident in how you show up every single day. 1. Posture. One of the most overlooked yet powerful factors silently destroying your appearance is your posture. It's something you carry every second of the day, yet most people barely pay attention to it. You could be wearing clean clothes, have a nice haircut, and even take care of your grooming. But if your posture is poor, it quietly cancels out all that effort. Slouched shoulders, a bent back, and a forward-leaning neck send signals of low energy, low confidence, and sometimes even insecurity. And the truth is, people pick up on these signals instantly, even if they don't consciously realize it. Think about how often you find yourself looking down at your phone, sitting for long hours, or walking without any awareness of your body. Over time, this becomes your default position. Your shoulders round forward, your chest closes in, and your head tilts downward. This doesn't just affect how others see you, it affects how you feel about yourself. Your breathing becomes shallow, your energy feels restricted, and your presence becomes smaller. You begin to shrink without even knowing it. What makes posture so dangerous is that it works both physically and psychologically. When you carry yourself poorly, it influences your mindset. You feel less confident, less assertive, and less noticeable. But when you stand upright, with your shoulders back and your head aligned, something shifts internally. You feel more in control, more aware, and more confident. It's almost as if your body is telling your mind, "I belong here." Good posture also enhances your physical appearance in ways that many people underestimate. It improves your body structure, makes your clothes fit better, and gives you a more defined and balanced look. Even your face appears more alert and engaged when your head is properly aligned. It's a subtle change, but it creates a powerful difference in how you are perceived. The reality is, you don't need anything external to fix this. No money, no special tools, just awareness and practice. It starts with small corrections. Sitting upright instead of slouching. Walking with intention instead of dragging your feet. Holding your head up instead of constantly looking down. At first, it may feel uncomfortable because your body is not used to it. But over time, it becomes natural. Posture is silent, but its impact is loud. It speaks for you before you ever say a word. It tells people whether you are confident or unsure, present or distracted, strong or withdrawn. And the best part is, once you fix it, the improvement is immediate. You don't have to wait weeks or months to see results. The moment you adjust your posture, your appearance changes instantly. So as you go through your day, start paying attention to how you carry yourself. Not just when you're around people, but even when you're alone. Because the way you present yourself in private eventually becomes the way you present yourself in public. And if you can master something as simple as posture, you're already ahead of most people who never even think about it. 2. Lack of quality sleep. Another silent thing destroying your appearance is something most people sacrifice without thinking twice. Sleep. Not just any sleep, but quality sleep. You might tell yourself you can function on a few hours, or that staying up late is normal, especially with your phone, work, or entertainment. But your body doesn't agree with that decision, and over time, it begins to show. Sleep is when your body repairs itself. Your skin regenerates, your eyes recover, and your entire system resets. When you consistently deprive yourself of that process, the damage doesn't always show immediately, but it builds quietly. Your eyes start to look tired, with dark circles forming underneath. Your skin loses its natural glow and becomes dull or uneven. You may even notice breakouts appearing more frequently. These are not random issues. They are signals that your body is not getting the recovery it needs. Beyond the physical effects, lack of sleep also affects your overall presence. When you are tired, your energy drops. You move slower, your posture weakens, and your facial expressions become less lively. Even your voice can sound dull or unenthusiastic. People may not say, "You look sleep-deprived," but they can feel that something is off. You appear less vibrant, less engaged, and less confident. What makes this even more dangerous is how normalized sleep deprivation has become. Many people wear it like a badge of honor, thinking it means they are hardworking or disciplined. But in reality, it's quietly reducing their performance and their appearance at the same time. No amount of expensive skincare products or stylish clothing can truly cover up consistent exhaustion. It always finds a way to show. There's also a deeper layer to this. When you don't sleep well, your decision-making suffers. You're more likely to skip grooming, eat poorly, or ignore small habits that contribute to your appearance. So it's not just a direct impact. It creates a chain reaction of other negative habits that slowly compound over time. Improving your sleep doesn't require anything complicated, but it does require discipline. Going to bed at a consistent time, reducing screen exposure before sleep, and giving your body enough hours to fully rest can make a noticeable difference. At first, it may feel like a sacrifice, especially if you're used to staying up late. But once your body adjusts, the results become obvious. Your face starts to look more refreshed. Your eyes regain their brightness. Your skin improves. Your energy increases. And most importantly, you begin to carry yourself differently. You feel more alive, more present, and more confident, and that naturally reflects in how you look. Sleep is silent, but its effects are not. It either builds your appearance or slowly destroys it. The choice is made every single night, often without you realizing how much it matters. 3. Dehydration. One of the most underestimated yet quietly destructive habits affecting your appearance is dehydration. It seems almost too simple to be important, which is exactly why so many people ignore it. In a world where everyone is searching for complex skincare routines, expensive products, and quick fixes, the idea that something as basic as water could significantly impact how you look is often dismissed. But the truth is, your body depends on water for almost every function, and when you don't give it enough, the effects slowly begin to show, especially on your appearance. Your skin is one of the clearest reflections of your hydration level. When your body lacks sufficient water, your skin struggles to maintain its natural balance. It begins to look dry, less elastic, and slightly lifeless. That healthy glow people often chase with products starts to fade, replaced by a dull and uneven tone. Fine lines and wrinkles may even appear more visible, not necessarily because of aging, but because your skin is not properly nourished from within. You might find yourself trying different creams or treatments, wondering why nothing seems to work, without realizing that the problem starts internally. Your lips also tell a story. Persistent dryness, cracking, or peeling lips are often signs that your body is dehydrated. Many people try to fix this with lip balms or glosses, but those are temporary solutions. If your water intake remains low, the issue keeps coming back. The same applies to your eyes. When you are not well hydrated, your eyes can appear tired, slightly sunken, and less vibrant. The brightness that makes someone look awake and alive begins to fade, giving off an impression of fatigue even when you may not feel extremely tired. Beyond the visible effects, dehydration also impacts your overall energy and presence. When your body is lacking water, your internal systems don't function at their best. You may feel sluggish, less focused, and physically drained without understanding why. That low energy doesn't stay hidden. It reflects in how you move, how you stand, and even how you interact with others. Your posture may weaken, your movements may feel slower, and your overall presence becomes less engaging. What makes dehydration particularly dangerous is how silent and gradual it is. Unlike hunger, which can be intense and demanding, thirst is often subtle. You may go hours without drinking water and not feel an urgent need for it. Over time, your body adapts to this lower level of hydration, making it even harder to recognize when you actually need water. This creates a cycle where you continue operating below your optimal level without even realizing it. Another common mistake is relying on drinks that do not truly hydrate you. Sugary beverages, sodas, and excessive caffeine may feel refreshing in the moment, but they don't provide the same benefits as water. In some cases, they can even contribute to dehydration. Many people replace water with these options daily, believing they are staying hydrated, when in reality, they are slowly depriving their body of what it truly needs. There is also a long-term impact that many people overlook. Consistent dehydration doesn't just affect how you look today, it influences how you age over time. Skin that is regularly deprived of hydration is more prone to losing its firmness and elasticity earlier. It becomes harder to maintain that smooth, healthy appearance as the years go by. What seems like a small habit now can have a noticeable effect in the future. The solution, however, is not complicated. It doesn't require expensive tools or drastic lifestyle changes. It simply requires awareness and consistency. Drinking enough water throughout the day, even when you are not extremely thirsty, can make a significant difference. Keeping water close to you, building the habit of sipping regularly, and choosing water over less beneficial options are small actions that add up over time. When you begin to hydrate your body properly, the changes may not feel dramatic at first, but they are real and noticeable. Your skin gradually regains its glow. Your lips become smoother. Your eyes appear brighter and more awake. Your energy improves, and you start to carry yourself with more life and presence. It's a quiet transformation, but a powerful one. Water may not be exciting, and it may not feel like a secret to improving your appearance, but its impact is undeniable. It works in the background, either supporting your appearance or slowly weakening it. And the choice between those two outcomes is made daily, often in the smallest, most overlooked moments. 4. Poor grooming habits. Another silent factor that slowly destroys your appearance is poor grooming habits. This is not about being overly fancy or trying to look perfect every second. It's about consistency in the small details. Grooming is one of those things people rarely talk about directly, yet everyone notices it. The truth is, you can have great style, wear good clothes, and even have natural good looks, but if your grooming is neglected, it quietly cancels out all your effort. What makes grooming so powerful is that it reflects discipline and self-respect. When someone looks neat, clean, and well put together, it sends a message without words. On the other hand, when grooming is inconsistent, it gives off the impression of carelessness, even if that's not who you are. People may not point out exactly what's wrong, but they feel it. And that feeling shapes how they respond to you. It often starts with the small things. Your hair, for example. It doesn't have to be a specific style, but it should look intentional. Unkempt or poorly maintained hair can make you look disorganized, no matter how good your outfit is. The same goes for your facial hair, if you keep any. Whether it's clean-shaven or well-trimmed, it should look deliberate. When it looks neglected, it takes away from your overall appearance in a subtle but noticeable way. Your nails are another detail many people ignore. They are small, but they are visible more often than you think. When you hand someone something, when you use your phone, or even during simple conversations. Dirty or overgrown nails create an impression that is hard to overlook. Clean, trimmed nails, on the other hand, quietly add to a polished and put-together look. Then there's your clothing condition. Not just what you wear, but how you wear it. Wrinkled clothes, stains, or worn-out fabrics can make even a good outfit look bad. It doesn't matter how expensive something is. If it's not clean and well-maintained, it reduces your overall appearance. Grooming extends beyond your body to everything you present to the world. Body hygiene is another critical part. Things like body odor, bad breath, or an unclean scent are often not addressed directly by others, but they leave a strong impression. These are the kinds of things people notice instantly but rarely mention. And once that impression is formed, it can be difficult to change. Maintaining a clean and fresh presence is one of the most basic yet powerful ways to improve how you are perceived. What makes poor grooming habits dangerous is that they often develop through neglect, not intention. You don't wake up and decide to look untidy. It happens gradually, skipping small routines, delaying simple tasks, or becoming too comfortable with just okay. Over time, that just okay becomes your standard, and you stop noticing the difference. There is also a psychological side to grooming. When you take care of yourself consistently, it changes how you feel internally. You become more confident, more aware, and more intentional. But when you neglect these habits, it can have the opposite effect. You may feel less motivated, less confident, and less present, even if you don't fully understand why. The solution is not complexity, it's consistency. You don't need an elaborate routine. You need simple habits done regularly. Keeping your hair neat, your nails clean, your clothes fresh, and your overall hygiene in check? These are small actions, but they create a strong foundation for your appearance. Over time, consistent grooming builds a version of you that looks intentional and put together without trying too hard. People may not compliment every detail, but they will notice the overall effect. You will appear more organized, more confident, and more attractive in a natural way. Grooming may seem like a basic thing, but its impact is anything but basic. It operates quietly in the background, either elevating your appearance or slowly pulling it down. And the difference between those two outcomes comes down to the habits you choose to maintain every single day. 5. Your facial expression and how you carry yourself. Another silent factor that can destroy your appearance, often without you even realizing it, is your facial expression and the way you carry yourself. While grooming, clothes, and posture matter, how your face rests and the energy you project are equally, if not more, powerful. Your face is the first thing people notice, and it communicates emotions and attitudes long before you speak. Even if everything else about your appearance is perfect, a negative or neutral facial expression can silently repel attention, diminish your presence, and make you look less approachable. Many people don't realize that their resting face sends messages to the world. A face that looks tense, angry, sad, or bored can create an impression of disinterest, fatigue, or negativity. This is why sometimes people say, "You look tired," or "You seem upset," even if you feel fine. Your facial expressions are constantly communicating on your behalf, whether intentionally or not. A slight frown, tight lips, or lack of a soft gaze can create a silent barrier between you and others, affecting social interactions, first impressions, and even professional opportunities. Your energy and the way you carry yourself also contribute silently to your overall appearance. Someone who moves slowly, with closed body language, or with little awareness of their surroundings gives off a different impression than someone who walks with purpose, calm confidence, and openness. It's not about overconfidence or arrogance, it's about presence. People are naturally drawn to those who exude life, energy, and composure. Conversely, when your energy is low, when you slouch or shuffle, when your face looks tense, it can quietly diminish your attractiveness, regardless of your outfit, grooming, or fitness level. The danger of poor facial expressions is that they often develop unconsciously. Overthinking, stress, fatigue, or even constant comparison with others can tighten your facial muscles without you realizing it. Over time, a neutral or tired expression becomes a habit. People may perceive it as a lack of confidence or disengagement, even if it doesn't reflect your true personality. This habit doesn't just affect social interactions, it influences how you feel about yourself. When you see a tired or unapproachable version of yourself in the mirror every day, it subtly lowers your confidence, creating a feedback loop that affects your posture, your energy, and your overall presence. Improving this aspect of your appearance starts with awareness. Pay attention to your resting facial expression throughout the day. Observe whether your eyes appear alert and engaged. Notice if your lips are relaxed rather than tightly pressed. Even something as simple as softening your gaze, relaxing your jaw, and occasionally smiling can dramatically alter how others perceive you. Your energy also benefits from small but intentional changes, standing tall, moving with purpose, and projecting calmness or confidence through your body language. Another key point is that this is not about faking emotions. Authenticity matters. The goal is not to force a smile or pretend you're always upbeat, but to develop control over the messages your face and body send. You can choose expressions and movements that make you look more approachable, confident, and alive without being artificial. It's subtle, yet incredibly effective. Your facial expression and presence silently shape the story people tell themselves about you. They influence first impressions, interpersonal interactions, and even long-term perceptions. The amazing thing is that small adjustments can have a huge impact. A softer, more open expression, paired with purposeful movement, can make you appear instantly more attractive, confident, and approachable. In short, your face and energy are like your silent ambassadors. They speak for you before you ever say a word. Neglecting them allows fatigue, tension, or negativity to quietly erode your presence. But by becoming aware and intentionally managing your expressions and energy, you can dramatically elevate how you appear, without changing anything else about your appearance. It's a powerful tool that works silently, yet its effects are obvious to everyone around you. If you start practicing this consistently, you'll notice subtle changes that draw people in, improve your confidence, and enhance every other aspect of your appearance. This is why mastering the way you carry yourself, both in expression and energy, is one of the most overlooked but effective ways to improve your overall presence. 6. Poor diet and how internal health shapes your appearance. Another silent yet extremely powerful factor that gradually destroys your appearance is your diet. What you eat doesn't just affect your waistline, it shows on your skin, in your eyes, in your energy, and in the overall way you carry yourself. Many people focus on external solutions, skincare products, makeup, or fashion, while completely ignoring the internal foundation that actually determines how you look. The reality is, your appearance begins from within, and poor dietary habits quietly chip away at your natural attractiveness over time. When you consume excessive processed foods, sugar, or unhealthy fats, your body reacts in ways that are often invisible at first, but gradually manifest on your appearance. Your skin may become dull, more prone to breakouts, or uneven in tone. Puffy eyes, discoloration, and premature aging are often linked to what's happening internally rather than external factors alone. Over time, a diet lacking essential nutrients, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants can make your hair brittle, your skin dry, and your nails weak. You might spend money on serums or creams, but without proper nutrition, these efforts can only do so much. Energy levels are another major way diet silently affects your appearance. When you feed your body low-quality foods, it struggles to function optimally. You may feel sluggish, fatigued, or mentally foggy. That tired energy is visible. People may not say anything, but they perceive it. You may notice a lack of vibrancy in your face, a slight heaviness in your movements, or even a subtle slump in posture. All of these small cues collectively reduce how attractive and confident you appear. Hydration, which we discussed earlier, works hand in hand with diet. Foods high in salt or sugar can actually dehydrate your body further, even if you drink water. This combination creates a subtle but powerful impact on your appearance. Dull skin, dry lips, puffy eyes, and a generally tired look. The damage is slow and often goes unnoticed until it becomes more obvious. But by then, the habit is deeply ingrained. Even things that feel healthy can silently affect your appearance if done in excess. Overeating, irregular meal times, or depending too heavily on caffeine or energy drinks can stress your body. Stress impacts hormones, which in turn affects your skin, hair, and weight distribution. When your body is in a constant state of imbalance, it reflects outwardly, subtly reducing your overall appeal. On the other hand, a nutrient-rich, balanced diet transforms your appearance in ways that no external product can replicate. Foods rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals repair cells, improve skin elasticity, and provide the energy that shows in your posture and movement. Natural oils from nuts, seeds, and fish nourish hair and skin, giving a glow that is impossible to fake. Fresh fruits and vegetables support detoxification, helping your skin look clean and radiant. This is why diet is truly the silent foundation of appearance. What you eat shapes how you look from the inside out. The danger lies in the invisibility of poor habits. You may feel fine for years, assuming your choices don't matter, while your body gradually pays the price. Acne that seems random, fatigue that just happens, or hair that loses its shine are all whispers from your body telling you to pay attention. Ignoring these signs doesn't make them disappear, it only lets them quietly accumulate. Fixing your diet doesn't require drastic measures, but it does require consistency and awareness. Prioritize whole foods over processed ones, balance macronutrients, and include plenty of water and fresh produce. Avoid relying heavily on sugar, fried foods, and energy drinks. Pay attention to how your body responds, how your skin feels, how your energy levels fluctuate, and how your overall presence feels. Over time, these small changes will accumulate, and the results will be visible in your appearance. A proper diet doesn't just improve your looks, it improves your confidence. When your body is nourished, you feel lighter, more energetic, and more capable. That energy shows in the way you carry yourself, the brightness in your eyes, and the liveliness of your expressions. People notice, even if they can't articulate why you seem different. Ultimately, poor diet is one of the quietest but most impactful destroyers of appearance. It works behind the scenes, influencing every part of your body and slowly shaping the version of yourself that others see. But by taking control of what you eat, you can create a foundation for long-lasting health, vibrancy, and attractiveness that no amount of external effort can match. 7. Wearing clothes that don't fit properly. Another silent yet powerful factor that destroys your appearance is wearing clothes that don't fit properly. Many people underestimate how much clothing shape, fit, and proportion can influence the way others perceive them. It's not about the price of your outfit or the brand, it's about how well it aligns with your body. Poorly fitting clothes can silently undermine your efforts in grooming, style, or even fitness, creating a mismatch between your potential and how you present yourself. Clothing fit affects your entire silhouette. Oversized clothes can make you look sloppy, uncoordinated, or less confident than you actually are. On the other hand, clothes that are too tight can look uncomfortable and unbalanced, drawing attention to areas you may not want to emphasize. Even small mismatches, like a shirt that's slightly too long or pants that bunch at the ankle, can distort your overall appearance. These subtle imperfections quietly send messages about carelessness or lack of attention, even if you've spent hours on your hair, shoes, or grooming. The danger of wearing clothes that don't fit is that it works silently. People don't always comment, but they notice. When you step into a room, your posture, body language, and the way your clothing sits on your body all contribute to first impressions. Ill-fitting clothes subtly distract from your presence. Instead of people noticing your confidence, energy, or personality, their eyes may unconsciously focus on inconsistencies in how you present yourself. That something feels off vibe is often your clothes silently sabotaging you. Proper fit, on the other hand, can dramatically elevate your appearance with minimal effort. Well-fitted clothes enhance your natural proportions, highlight your strengths, and even improve your posture. A blazer or shirt that sits perfectly on your shoulders can make you look taller and more commanding. Pants that fall just right create a polished, intentional silhouette. Even casual clothes, when properly fitted, communicate care, self-respect, and confidence. People respond positively to these visual cues, often without realizing why. Beyond fit, the way you pair and coordinate clothes matters too. Colors, textures, and styles that complement your body type and skin tone can enhance your natural attractiveness, while clashing combinations or overly complicated outfits can overwhelm your presence. But the single most critical factor is fit. You could have the most stylish wardrobe in the world, but if it doesn't fit, it quietly undermines everything else. Another silent aspect is consistency. Many people wear ill-fitting clothes because they don't invest in tailoring or regularly reassess their wardrobe as their body changes. Small adjustments, hemming pants, taking in a shirt, or slightly adjusting a jacket, can make a world of difference. Over time, these small changes add up, creating a wardrobe that consistently supports and enhances your appearance rather than detracting from it. Even footwear plays a role in fit. Shoes that are too big or too small subtly affect your posture and the way you move, which in turn influences your overall presence. People may unconsciously pick up on this, sensing discomfort or imbalance, even if everything else about you looks polished. Properly fitting shoes, combined with well-fitted clothing, create a sense of harmony that is quietly noticeable and naturally attractive. The psychological impact of wearing well-fitted clothes should not be underestimated. When your clothes fit properly, you feel more confident, composed, and intentional. You walk differently, move with more assurance, and naturally attract positive attention. Your body language improves, your posture strengthens, and your entire presence feels elevated. The same outfit, if ill-fitting, can have the opposite effect, making you appear sloppy, tired, or unsure, regardless of your internal confidence. In essence, clothing fit is a silent ambassador of your appearance. It communicates self-respect, intention, and confidence without you ever saying a word. Neglecting this factor allows small inconsistencies to accumulate, quietly undermining everything else you do to look polished. But when you invest in fit, every other aspect of your appearance, from grooming to posture to expression, works in harmony, creating a cohesive and attractive presence that draws people in. 8. Lack of physical activity and how it silently affects your presence. Another silent yet powerful factor that destroys your appearance is a lack of physical activity. Many people don't realize just how much their daily movement, or lack thereof, affects how they look, carry themselves, and even how others perceive them. Fitness is often associated with aesthetics, but it goes far beyond muscles or weight. Your energy, posture, body language, and overall presence are all shaped by how much you move. A sedentary lifestyle slowly erodes these, often without you noticing until the effects are obvious. When you don't engage in regular physical activity, your body loses tone, strength, and flexibility. Muscles weaken, posture suffers, and even the smallest movements feel less natural. This doesn't just affect your physical shape, it impacts your energy and how you carry yourself. A person who is consistently inactive may develop a slight slump, shorter stride, or slower movements. Over time, these subtle shifts silently influence your presence, making you appear less vibrant, less confident, and even less approachable, regardless of your clothes, grooming, or facial expression. Beyond the visual impact, a lack of movement also affects your skin and circulation. Blood flow plays a critical role in transporting nutrients and oxygen to every part of your body, including your skin. When circulation slows due to inactivity, your skin may lose its natural glow, appear dull, or even develop uneven texture. The difference between someone who moves regularly and someone who doesn't is often visible in the radiance of their skin and the energy in their expression. Energy is another crucial factor influenced by physical activity. Movement stimulates endorphins, the chemicals responsible for elevating mood, focus, and overall vitality. When you exercise, even lightly, your body feels alive, alert, and responsive. This energy translates into your presence, how you stand, how you move, and even how you interact with people. In contrast, a sedentary lifestyle silently drains your energy, leaving you looking tired, sluggish, and less engaging, even if you feel okay internally. Posture, which we discussed earlier, is also closely linked to activity levels. Weak core and back muscles, a result of inactivity, lead to slouching and poor alignment. When you combine this with long hours of sitting, looking at screens, or minimal movement, your posture deteriorates gradually. Poor posture does more than just affect your appearance. It also influences confidence, body language, and the impression you make in social and professional settings. Another silent effect of inactivity is weight distribution and body composition. Even if your weight appears normal, lack of movement causes muscles to weaken and fat to accumulate in certain areas. This changes the shape of your body in subtle ways that influence the fit of your clothes, the way you move, and your overall aesthetic. It's not about extreme fitness or bodybuilding. It's about maintaining a balance that allows your body to function optimally and look healthy. Perhaps the most overlooked aspect is how physical activity shapes your facial expressions and energy. Exercise increases blood flow and oxygenation, which can reduce puffiness, improve skin tone, and give your face a natural, healthy glow. It also releases tension in the body, which softens your expressions and creates a more approachable, confident presence. In contrast, inactivity often leads to subtle tension in the face and body, making you appear closed off or less energetic. The solution is not necessarily about spending hours in a gym. It's about incorporating consistent, intentional movement into your daily life. Walking, stretching, yoga, resistance training, or even short bursts of activity throughout the day can make a dramatic difference over time. The key is consistency. Regular movement strengthens muscles, improves posture, boosts energy, and enhances your overall appearance silently but effectively. Physical activity is one of the most powerful tools for improving your appearance because it works on multiple levels simultaneously. It affects your shape, your posture, your energy, and even the way your skin looks. The best part is that the results are cumulative. Small, consistent habits compound over time, creating a body that looks alive, vibrant, and confident without relying solely on external enhancements. Neglecting this aspect of your life allows subtle decay to set in. Over months and years, inactivity silently diminishes your natural attractiveness, energy, and presence. But by committing to regular movement, you not only improve how your body looks, you also enhance your confidence, your posture, your energy, and your presence in ways that are immediately noticeable to others. Physical activity is silent, yet its effects speak volumes. 9. Your environment and how it silently shapes your appearance. Another silent factor that profoundly impacts your appearance is the environment you live in and surround yourself with. Most people underestimate how much their surroundings influence how they look, feel, and carry themselves. Your appearance is not created in isolation. It is shaped continuously by the energy, order, and atmosphere around you. A chaotic, stressful, or negative environment can quietly erode your presence, energy, and confidence, slowly reflecting on your appearance without you even realizing it. Consider the physical environment first. Clutter, disorganization, and messiness create subtle stress that your body and mind unconsciously register. When you live or work in spaces filled with chaos, your posture, energy, and overall demeanor are affected. You may find yourself moving sluggishly, feeling mentally drained, or carrying a kind of tension in your shoulders and back. This tension is visible to others. Even if you try to look polished, organized, or confident, your body unconsciously communicates the disarray in your environment, creating a subtle impression of fatigue, stress, or lack of care. Lighting and natural elements also silently influence how you appear. Poor lighting in your home or workspace can make your skin look dull, exaggerate shadows on your face, and even affect your mood over time. Natural light, on the other hand, has a positive effect on your energy levels, alertness, and the brightness in your expression. The way your environment interacts with your body and skin is often overlooked, yet it plays a significant role in how vibrant or tired you appear to the outside world. Your environment also includes the people you surround yourself with. Negativity, criticism, or constant comparison from those around you can silently damage your confidence and energy, which directly shows on your face, posture, and movements. On the other hand, being in a positive, encouraging, and supportive environment energizes you, helping you stand taller, carry yourself better, and radiate confidence. The silent truth is that energy is contagious, and your social environment either elevates or diminishes your appearance without you consciously noticing. Stress from your environment also leaves subtle but long-lasting marks. Noise, chaos, or constant demands drain your mental and physical energy. Chronic stress affects your skin, your hair, and your posture. Wrinkles, fine lines, and tension often emerge from repeated exposure to stressful surroundings. People often focus on external anti-aging solutions, but ignoring your environment is like trying to paint over cracks without fixing the foundation. Your body responds to its environment, and if that foundation is stressful, messy, or negative, your appearance will quietly deteriorate. Another hidden effect is the influence of your daily habits shaped by your environment. For example, if your kitchen is stocked with unhealthy foods, if your workspace encourages long hours of sitting, or if your surroundings encourage neglecting sleep and exercise, your environment subtly reinforces habits that harm your appearance. You might think your lifestyle choices are independent, but your environment silently nudges you toward patterns that either build or destroy your appearance over time. The good news is that the impact of your environment can be controlled. A few intentional changes can make a dramatic difference. Keeping your space clean, organized, and free of clutter reduces subconscious stress and allows you to carry yourself with more confidence. Adding natural light, plants, or elements that uplift your mood can subtly improve your energy, posture, and the brightness of your skin. Surrounding yourself with supportive people ensures that your internal energy is positive, which naturally reflects on your external appearance. Your environment works silently, but it speaks loudly. It shapes your energy, your posture, your mood, and ultimately, how others perceive you. By taking control of your surroundings, you create conditions that allow your appearance to thrive rather than degrade. The smallest adjustments, tidying your space, introducing natural light, and curating who and what you spend time with, compound over time, enhancing your presence in ways that are both subtle and powerful. Ultimately, neglecting your environment is like ignoring the soil while trying to grow a healthy plant. No amount of external grooming, fashion, or supplements can fully compensate for a chaotic or negative environment. But with awareness and intentional action, you can create a space that supports your appearance, energy, and confidence every single day. The environment you choose silently shapes the version of yourself the world sees. 10. Skincare neglect and how it silently destroys your appearance. Another silent yet highly impactful factor that diminishes your appearance over time is neglecting your skin. Many people underestimate the role their skin plays in overall perception. It's the largest organ of your body, and it is the first thing people notice. Even if you have great hair, a good posture, or a healthy wardrobe, your skin communicates your lifestyle, habits, and health status before you say a single word. Neglecting it is like letting a silent signal of fatigue, stress, or poor self-care broadcast to everyone around you. The danger of skincare neglect lies in its subtlety. It doesn't always scream for attention, but the effects accumulate gradually. Over time, dirt, oils, dead skin cells, and environmental damage build up, leaving your skin dull and uneven. Breakouts, blemishes, dryness, and premature wrinkles often emerge not overnight but as a result of long-term neglect. People may not explicitly say, "Your skin looks tired," but they notice it subconsciously. That subtle impression can affect social interactions, confidence, and even professional opportunities. Sun damage is another silent enemy. Many people underestimate the effects of UV exposure on their skin. Even brief daily exposure without protection contributes to pigmentation, fine lines, and early aging. The damage happens slowly and quietly, making it easy to dismiss, but over the years, it accumulates, changing your skin's appearance permanently. This is why consistent protection, like sunscreen, is essential. It's not a cosmetic choice. It's preventative care that maintains your natural vibrancy. Hygiene is also crucial in skincare. Washing your face may seem basic, but skipping it, even occasionally, allows oils, dirt, and pollutants to clog your pores. Over time, this leads to breakouts, uneven texture, and inflammation. Many people think that using expensive creams will fix these issues, but without the foundational habit of cleanliness, no topical product can fully compensate. Consistency is what makes the difference. The small, repeated actions that keep your skin clear, nourished, and healthy. Hydration plays a vital role here as well. Dry, flaky, or lackluster skin is often the result of both internal dehydration and inadequate external care. Moisturizing regularly, especially after cleansing, helps maintain elasticity, suppleness, and a youthful glow. Neglecting this can cause your skin to appear tired, aged, or dull, sending a subtle but powerful signal that your overall self-care is lacking. Another aspect often overlooked is the impact of lifestyle habits on your skin. Diet, sleep, stress, and activity levels all reflect directly on your complexion. Poor habits silently amplify the effects of skincare neglect, while intentional routines compound positively, creating an appearance that radiates health and vitality. When these factors are ignored, your skin becomes a mirror of internal neglect, subtly undermining even the most polished wardrobe or hairstyle. Even small, consistent routines make a huge difference. Washing your face morning and night, moisturizing appropriately, protecting from sun damage, and addressing specific concerns like acne or dryness can dramatically improve your appearance over time. These habits are not about perfection, they are about intentional, repeated care. The effect is cumulative. Over weeks and months, your skin becomes healthier, your features more defined, and your overall presence more vibrant. What makes skincare so powerful is that it interacts with every other element of appearance. Healthy skin enhances your posture, facial expressions, and confidence because when your skin feels good, you carry yourself differently. Neglect it, and you may subconsciously slouch, frown, or avoid eye contact, all of which quietly reduce your attractiveness. Skincare is a silent communicator of self-respect, health, and intentionality. By neglecting it, you allow small, invisible factors to slowly diminish your appearance. By committing to even simple, consistent habits, you create a strong foundation that supports every other aspect of your look, your clothing, posture, energy, and presence. Over time, the difference is profound, subtle, and unmistakable. We've just uncovered the 10 silent things that are quietly destroying your appearance. From posture to sleep, hydration, grooming, facial expressions, diet, clothing, physical activity, environment, and skincare, each one of these factors may seem small on its own, but together they have a profound impact on how the world sees you. What's most striking is how subtle they are. These aren't loud mistakes that announce themselves. They creep into your daily life, shaping your presence, energy, and confidence without you even realizing it. The good news is that all of these things are within your control. None of them require extreme measures, expensive products, or drastic lifestyle changes. What they do require is awareness, intention, and consistency. Small adjustments, sitting up straight, drinking enough water, taking care of your skin, choosing clothes that fit, moving your body regularly, or even being mindful of your expressions, compound over time. These silent improvements build a version of yourself that radiates confidence, health, and energy. They make your appearance stronger, more vibrant, and far more attractive than any superficial quick fix ever could. It's also important to understand that this isn't about perfection. It's about creating habits that support the version of yourself you want to be. Start with 1 or 2 changes, then gradually add more. Awareness is the first step. Reflection is next. And action is what transforms silent habits into visible results. By doing this, you take back control over your appearance, energy, and the impression you leave on the world. If you've found value in these insights, I want you to take action today. Start noticing the silent factors that may be affecting your appearance, and commit to improving just one of them this week. And while you're here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content that helps you look, feel, and carry yourself better every single day. Also, drop a comment below letting me know which of these silent factors surprised you the most, or which one you're going to focus on first. I want to hear your thoughts because your journey to a stronger, more confident presence starts with awareness, but it grows with action. Remember, your appearance is more than skin deep. It's a reflection of your habits, energy, and presence. Take control of the silent things that matter most, and watch how your confidence, attractiveness, and life transform quietly, but powerfully.